Welcome! Hybrid English 2311 Tech Writers, today number 5 of your research project. I'd like to talk to you today about the different types of analysis that you will be engaged in doing your project. Your John B. Lennon textbook has 2 chapters on doing the research, the analytical research project. And so we will be doing together in class a close reading of those 2 chapters, but I want to go over the high points with you today, day number 5 of your research. Here are some typical types of analysis that we'll be using depending on your narrowed subject of research for this research project for tech writing. The first kind of analysis you may select would be your causal analysis, and this would be analyzing why does something happen. And many of you are using this kind of research. You've pinpointed something that you want to look into, and you want to find out why. I know one of you is looking into the aspects, the vast amount of sums that have been used in researching global warming. And you're wondering why, if and why global warming is happening, and thus the vast sums of expenditure around this issue. And you're going to look into that. So that would be a causal analysis that you're doing. A comparative analysis, on the other hand, that many of other students, 2311 students, are doing a comparative analysis. And they are looking at different comparing and contrasting. For instance, in the nursing program and nursing careers, they're comparing and contrasting the different types of nursing careers that one can have, and they're deciding which would be better for their purpose, or at least they're familiarizing themselves with the different types of nursing before they get to the point of having to select one. And so that would be your comparative analysis. Others are using feasibility. They're trying to find out in their narrowed subject of research, is this a good idea? I know my student, I think I told you about my student who did her English Hybrid 2311 Tech Writing report project on the feasibility of the Harris County Community Hospital District adopting a absentee bank, sick bank, so that well employees could donate their sick days to this bank, and then those in need, long-term disability or need, could use those days of the well people. So sometimes you're simply looking at the feasibility of an idea that you have, and you're doing research on that feasibility. Last summer, I had a person who was working in a dental office, and her dentist was considering making a huge investment in a large piece of equipment, and she did a feasibility study for her English 2311 tech writing research project. Would the machine pay for itself, or was it preferable to lease it? And was it a good idea to buy it in the first place? She made name the course, and she handed off her feasibility study, her research paper, and I do believe she influenced the dentist and got herself a promotion. So these reports have been known to change things. And so that's always a wonderful report that you can do, the feasibility analysis. If you'd like to see things changed, you have an idea how they could change, let's get that down in a formal proposal and a full of analysis, and we'll see what happens. Elements of the usable analysis would be the following. First of all, you need to clearly identify a problem or a goal that you have. Get that as clearly identified as you can. And then you need adequate data to support that. And you're working on gathering your sources. I'll look at those on Saturday when I speak to each of you personally. Bring your portfolios to class on Friday night, and I will be working with you one by one. So we'll be looking at that, to look at the kind of sources that you are gathering, because you need adequate sources, but not excessive. That's why I'm holding the line at 6 sources total and 2 visuals in your final research project. And then you need to fully interpret for your readers the data. Of course, we'll be doing audience analysis for this project. Find out who will our readers be. We'll want to fine-tune the technical writing to their reading ability. And then we need to suspend, as we're doing the research, suspend our personal bias, any personal bias we may have. And then when we get to the point of writing, we need to totally subordinate our personal bias to the writing of our analysis. So it will be fair, and a fair analysis. We need to bring forward some appropriate visuals, and we'll be working on that, as a matter of fact, in our collaborative project this week in class. We'll be making visuals. If you will recall, this week you're having your questionnaires filled out by the students around you that you created in your collaborative group last Friday night. And so this week we'll tabulate the results of all those filled out questionnaires and create visuals in class. And you'll see the tremendous array of visuals that we can create once we have some data to work with. And so in the coming days, day by day, breaking this huge research project into a 1-month research calendar and moving forward day by day. Next week, we'll be looking at an outline and a model for our analytical reports, an outline to include an introduction to the report, the body of the report, a conclusion, and what kind of supplements, what kind of front matter and end matter would we put in a formal analytical report. So thank you for being here today. I hope these tutorials are helping you, and hope to see you back day number 6.